You know, the end of the year is almost here and cryptocurrency is cheap right now. And that's because it's altcoin season. So exactly, what is altcoin season? I'm going to explain exactly what that means here and why you've probably missed out on a whole lot of gains, especially if you haven't been paying attention to some of my past videos. I'll explain coming up. What's up, Cryptoland? Black Crypto here, bringing another cryptocurrency video where I talk about the basics of Bitcoin and everything else cryptocurrency. You know, how to build your businesses off of cryptocurrency, how to live off of cryptocurrencies, how to build generational wealth when it comes to cryptocurrency. And there's no better time right now to build your generational wealth than right now, especially as we're coming down to the end of the year right now in terms of 2021 and we're going into 2022. And right now cryptocurrency is making a whole lot of millionaires right now, and you're probably missing out right now. You know what? I've been talking a whole lot in previous videos about a lot of different altcoins right now, and altcoins right now in terms of altcoin season is definitely here. You know, we have different seasons, right, in terms of autumn and spring and things like that. But when it comes to cryptocurrency, there's something known as an altcoin season. In this video, I'm going to explain to you exactly what is altcoin season. If you think you probably missed it, you maybe been hearing about it. But apart from me just telling you exactly what altcoin season is, you know, how to identify an altcoin season and maybe get ready for the next one, especially in 2022. So is it too late? Absolutely not. You can still get involved with these altcoins right now. Start buying them up because I'm going to be talking about a few different coins that you might want to pay close attention to by the end of this video. Also, guys, listen, I haven't posted a video in a while right now on this channel, and for good reasons. I've been doing a whole lot in terms of my businesses and getting things together with that, and also doing a lot of trades and doing a lot of purchases myself as well. But if you do not catch a video here, you know where you can catch me? On Twitter. Guys, I'm there pretty much every single day. All you need to do is know where to look, and that's what happens when it comes to cryptocurrency. You might be focused on Bitcoin, and Bitcoin isn't hot right now. It's going a little slow. Is it going to go to $60,000? Is it going to go past $60,000? I told you in many videos in the past that I think we're going to end the year probably around $75,000 to $80,000. I've been telling you that, guys, from the beginning of the year, and I'm going to explain to you why and how is it that I actually know that in this actual video, guys. So let's go ahead and get into that. I'm going to be explaining to you guys what strategy you possibly should have, especially for the budget that you might have, and identifying some of these coins and getting ready for the altcoin season that's really happening right now, and it's going to continue to boom in 2022, and in the future you'll definitely be ready for it. So what is altcoin season? Really, altcoin season is when altcoins are performing better than the top coins, like for instance Bitcoin or Ethereum. So for instance, Bitcoin has been really trailing in that price, right, for a long time over the past several months in terms of, are we going to go to $60,000? Are we going to break $60,000 and go to $75,000 or $100,000 or more that people are hoping for by the end of the year? Even with Ethereum, you know, we've been going down in the price as well to $4,000. And are we going to go to $5,000? Are we going to go to $10,000 when it comes to Ethereum? Now, I did say in previous videos from the beginning of the year in terms of my price prediction for Bitcoin, for instance, is going to be around $75,000. And I've been calling that from the beginning of the year. Why? How am I able to identify that? Now, when it comes to altcoins, right now, they're performing very good. I mean, altcoins are performing from 10%, 20%, 30%, 100%, 500% and more when it comes to gains. And you're probably missing out on all of this money because you're probably focusing on Bitcoin and, hey, should I invest in Bitcoin? But I'm going to be showing you why you probably shouldn't be focusing on Bitcoin whatsoever, and probably why you should be focusing on some of these altcoins, because it's still time by the end of this year, because there's still room for this price to explode when it comes to altcoin season, and I'm going to show you that and prove that to you. So let's go ahead and get into that. Some other coins that I'm going to be actually talking about as well that you might want to pay close attention to. All these buzzwords in terms of NFTs and multiverses, you might want to pay close attention to them as well. You know, it only takes a few months to get rich in cryptocurrency, and I'm going to actually prove it with my own videos, for instance. Now, back in August, I talked about 10 altcoins that are in my portfolio. One of those altcoins that I talked about was Arweave, and I talked about how important Arweave is today, and of course why it's going to be important in the future in terms of permanent storage, in terms of IPFS. Now at that time, the token was about $15, and of course today it's at about $60. So of course that's really good gains and that you would have made just by going ahead and getting behind that particular project. Now another one that I talked about in that exact same video was the render token. Now when it comes to the render token, I think this is definitely undervalued when it comes to an infrastructure that's going to be used for the multiverse in the future, and I think this is going to be the backbone for that. So definitely check out the video and why I actually talked about it. So at that time it was about 89 cents, and today we're talking about $7 and onward, and I think it's definitely still completely undervalued when it comes to that. You know, let's go to some other videos that I was talking about different altcoins. Now in May, I talked about 4 amazing altcoins in that one. And one of them that I talked about, not only in this video, but also different other videos, was Terra Luna. Now, Terra Luna, at that time, was about $15. Now, I think this is very important when it comes to, of course, stable coins. And in the future, when everybody really starts getting on the trend of stable coins, I think this is going to explode even more. And today, $50. So when it comes to Terra Luna, you could have made a really good penny when it comes to that project as well. You know, I'm talking about all these videos in the past. Let's go to something very recent, maybe just a month ago. Guys, in October, I told you about coins that were just worth a penny. One of those projects, Seek VR. Now, when it comes to Seek VR, it was under a penny, and of course, when it comes to today, it is holding steady at over 90 cents. Guys, if it was a project that I spotted and told you all about that you could have made over 50x, almost 100x, it would have been that particular project, guys. And I talk about so many different projects when it comes to actually making these gains. Guys, listen, when it comes to these, matter of fact, I won't even tell you about the gains you could have made with the video I talked about in terms of Gala. Go ahead and check that one out. Guys, when it comes to altcoin and altcoin season, it is definitely here in terms of gains that you could be making, whether it's 10%, 20%. And as you see, you can be making 50x, 100x when it comes to cryptocurrencies, and a whole lot more with a lot of these other altcoins. So how do I know altcoin season is here? When's the last time that you saw Bitcoin make a big move like this? So of course, when you've seen altcoins making these kind of big moves, we know it's altcoin season. The question is altcoin season over? I don't think so. I think it's just warming up. So how can you go ahead and spot some of these good projects for yourself and make some of these gains? Okay, what I want to do is actually break it down into, for instance, 3 main areas. Now, the first thing that I want you to do is hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you'll be notified anytime I release any videos right here on this channel. The reason I say that is because, of course, you want to follow individuals just like myself, because, of course, I can pick really good coins and for good reasons. I mean, you have a lot of crypto influencers out there that have thousands and millions of followers out there. And of course, when it comes to them, they're being paid, and a lot of them being paid, of course, to tell you about those particular projects, or a lot of them really are not involved with crypto the way that you really think. Now, when it comes to, for instance, like an individual like me who's really involved with cryptocurrency, especially for a long time, with my hands in cryptocurrencies, meaning from mining to developing projects and different things like that, I really know the in and outs of cryptocurrency. And also with my background, say for instance, as a developer, as with mathematics, I can really spot really good projects. And that's why I'm able to tell you about some of these projects really early before anybody else tells you about a lot of these particular projects. Now, of course, when it comes to you, how can you spot some of these good projects? Now, 3 main categories, of course, is these blue chip, of course, cryptocurrencies, and they really move anywhere between, of course, maybe 5, 10% to 20 to 100% over a day to a week to possibly over a month. Anything over that, you're talking about a real bull run. Of course, Bitcoin, if it moves, of course, 50%, you're saying we're now in a bull run if it moves that high, or 100%, correct, right? Now, of course, with some of the other blue chip coins, they can move that much as well. Now, in terms of the middle tier, you have these other projects, of course, that can move anywhere from that 100% to 1,000%. And they usually get some kind of media coverage or fresh funding or something of that nature. And of course, they're right there with that blue chip, or are they going to turn into that blue chip? Say, for instance, like the Decentraland or Sandbox that are really doing real well and really turning into these blue chip coins. So they're really making massive gains in terms of middle tier, and now they're turning into that blue chip. And you won't really see as much as that gains over the next several months or years. And then you have that last tier, which are much more in terms of riskier, and they go anywhere from, for instance, from 1,000%, for instance, to 1,000,000%, right? So for instance, you have a lot of meme coins, shit coins, and you have a lot of projects that are just starting, so they have no money at all, and all of a sudden when you get fresh funding into that, it can go up, for instance, hundreds of percentages in one single day. Or if you have bots trading, it can go hundreds of percents a day. Of course, with a lot of these shit coins or meme coins, you have a lot of these coins where they're, for instance, getting a lot of exposure very quickly in terms of, for instance, like a Shiba coin and all of these past coins in the past, right? And now you have all of these Flocky coins and, you know, all of these different meme coins right now. They're doing really good in terms of percentages, but you could not probably take advantage of it because you're not in the in crowd or the groups, or you're not taking advantage of it in terms of your own bots or anything of that nature, or you're not able to liquidate any of them. But they're definitely seeing those type of percentages, and you're gonna have to be very careful when it comes to definitely investing in any of those type of riskier projects. You know, the only question right now is, of course, what should your strategy be? Of course, never risk anything that you're willing to lose. Now, when it comes to Bitcoin, for instance, I want you to keep this in mind. You know, we always hear people talking about Bitcoin going to $100,000, $150,000, but when it comes to the price, if it's about $60,000 right now, if it goes to $100,000 or $150,000, your max that you're going to make on that is what? For instance, 2 to 3x. Of course, that is a good thing, but it's not really that good of a price percentage. And it's going to take a lot of money for, of course, Bitcoin to get to that value. When it comes to the other altcoins, because they have a much smaller market cap compared to, of course, a Bitcoin, when much more money is going into these altcoins, the price is going to go up a whole lot more. And that's why you got a better percentage when it comes to these altcoins. And then there's going to come a time when that starts to taper off, of course. So you have to pick a really good strategy in terms of getting involved with these altcoins, or the right time to get involved with altcoins versus, of course, Bitcoin, or of course, you know, having a portfolio good with a few really good projects, and of course, Bitcoin and Ethereum and some of these top blue chip coins. So it really depends on you and your actual budget and strategy. Of course, one of the things when I talk about in terms of strategy, say for instance, you have $1,000. Of course, keeping everything I just said in mind, if you have $1,000, the most you're going to make on $1,000 if you put it in Bitcoin is, of course, another $1,000 if Bitcoin happens to double. And do you think Bitcoin is going to double overnight? Probably not. So if you only have $1,000, you might want to put that in some of the other altcoins, because if you had $50,000 or $60,000, maybe I'll say go ahead and buy one Bitcoin, because you'll make profits, you know, or of course lose as the price of Bitcoin moves up and down, right? Or if you had, you know, $5,000, get one Ethereum, and as the price goes up, you'll definitely assume all of that value. But if you only have like $100, or you only have, of course, for instance, $1,000, your strategy might have to be more long-term, or you're going to have to maybe pick up some of the smaller coins that are only worth $10 or under a penny, or of course close to $100. So that might be the strategy that you might want to use. All right, so there you have it. So when it comes to altcoins, you can be making a whole lot of money, and I hope you're not missing out on a whole lot of money. But if you were, because you didn't watch any of my videos from the past, that's okay. I know you're subscribed, so I know you're going to be picking up on all of the cues that I'm going to be telling you about in the future, so you don't miss any of those gains, right? This is altcoin season, and it's coming down to the end of the year. It's still time to definitely accumulate. That's the best time to definitely accumulate, especially as we see this wave of cycles between, of course, Ethereum and Bitcoin and these altcoins going up and down in terms of its volatility. Another way to really know that this is altcoin season, as especially Bitcoin and Ethereum stays flat. So in terms of you making a whole lot of money from altcoins, you could have been paying a close attention to those past videos like I mentioned, and of course made a whole lot of gains today, more than 10%, 100%. 500% in gains, and that's of course the power of altcoins. And it's not too late as we come down to the end of the year and going into 2022, where we're going to see a whole new fresh cycle in terms of altcoin season. I definitely believe that, and we're definitely going to see, of course, Bitcoin go up in value as well. So get ready, choose the best strategy for yourself depending on you and your budget and what do you want to do in terms of short term and long term. Do I want to go after some of these blue chip coins? Do I have $50,000? Do I have $1,000? What kind of gain do I want to get from? Is this a long term play for me? Those are the things that you have to keep in mind. Guys, so let me know in the comment section below. Let me know what do you think about some of those coins in the past? Did you actually pick up some of those? Did you make a whole lot of profit when it came to listening to some of those coins that I talked about? Also, let me know in terms of, for instance, some of the coins that you might be checking out that you want me to actually look at, or let me know in terms of what do you think of the channel as I continue to grow it. And that's why I also want you to make sure hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that bell so you'll be, of course, notified anytime I release any videos right here on this channel, and tell all your friends about it. Make sure you hit that like button. Helps me get this video recommended out there to everyone. Now, of course, all of these other things that's happening out there in terms of trending with cryptocurrency, whether that's metaverses, NFTs, gaming. Listen, gaming, Decentraland, Axie Infinity, and then there's certain ones that I've been talking about. Also, in terms of metaverses, of course, trending. I've been talking about that before it started trending. And why is all of the metaverses coins doing well? Because it's a hot topic right now. And that's why I always say that you want to focus on the technology, and then you'll know where it's going to be going. Of course, gaming by the end of the year, because that always heats up during the holiday season. Definitely check out a lot of those past videos that I talked about, because I still have some real good hidden gems in those past videos that I think they're ready to explode very soon. Guys, I'm Black Crypto. Thank you for checking out this cryptocurrency video. Thank you for helping me grow this cryptocurrency video. I have a whole lot more in store for you in the future. But until then, I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.